everybody, this is your boy Ced Banner, and this is my review of Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. So, just 3 years ago, 2015, we got the first installment in a new trilogy of the popular classic franchise Jurassic Park, entitled Jurassic World. It was premiered to, I think, mixed reviews, but mostly positive. I say all the time, you know, certain films and franchises, they're not made for you to go in expecting Oscar-worthy performances or storylines. They're made to be fun popcorn, you know, summer flicks. And Jurassic Park, for the most part, has always accomplished that. The first, of course, you know, people my age and my generation, it's a classic to us. We grew up with it. It was crazy to see that vision on film at such a young age. The second one I wasn't a huge fan of, but you know, the third one I actually liked, and I think is pretty underrated. It was, you know, one of those over-the-top, high adrenaline type films, and I think that the timing of its release kind of caused it to be overlooked. So a cool thing with this second installment, with the Fallen Kingdom, the director was changed from Colin Trevorrow to J.A. Bayona. And when you look at his history, all of his work is on the darker side. The Orphanage in 2007, A Monster Calls, which was just a couple of years ago, several episodes of the Showtime series Penny Dreadful. So, you know, him being brought into this, you know, type of family franchise is very intriguing and interesting. And for me, anyone who enjoys darker, grittier films, you know, it was pretty exciting. The casting and plot. The casting was, you know, it was good. You still have Chris Pratt as the star, and what I like with this film being darker and heavier than its predecessors, of course, you still get his comedy, his wit, his signature sarcasm there to balance it out. Of course, you still have Dallas Bryce Howard there, who I think is always fun to watch on screen. You know, she's nothing that really just stands out. She's a very pretty actor or actress, I think. But as far as her acting, I've heard a lot of people call it bland and boring. I think it's more so just kind of standard and method, and I don't mind that. I was pleasantly surprised with how well it was done. I really enjoyed it. You'll recognize several faces from Netflix, namely The Get Down. You'll notice the lead actor from that series. I thought it was all well done. Jeff Goldblum does come back for more so of a cameo type role, but it was nice to see him on screen in this franchise once again. The plot I was really pleasantly surprised by, and I really did enjoy, because as I mentioned with this director, it got a little heavier, got a little darker, and it took a couple of twists that I don't think anyone would expect. I definitely wasn't expecting. Even when you remove the dinosaur aspect from the plot, from the storyline, the human storyline and what's going on there takes a strange turn, and that kind of knocked me off balance there. And if you watch my other reviews, you know I'm a big fan of being caught off guard and kind of thrown out of the loop when I'm watching film, as long as it's done correctly. I thought that was a great thing here in the Fallen Kingdom. I will say, you know, a lot of people will tell you with the original, well, the first two Jurassic Park installments, that they had some emotional scenes or whatever. And I mean, I guess, you know, when I was a kid, yeah, kind of, but more so I was just excited about the fact I was seeing dinosaurs on screen. This film caught me off guard because it had about 2 or 3 scenes that were kind of heavy. And for those of you who have already seen it, Brontosaurus, you know what I'm talking about. But there were a couple of other scenes as well that were just a lot heavier than what you're used to in this type of franchise, and I did appreciate effects and pacing. The pacing was awesome. This is really like a thrill ride on screen. I mean, it is the fun popcorn flick that summer action films should be. And I was kind of surprised at how well it was done. The pacing was awesome. It never got boring or got slow. It was just kind of, you know, hitting you in the face with something else every couple of minutes. And it really keeps you engaged all the way up until the end. As far as my cons go, I actually don't have any cons. This film really went there. And it goes overboard and over the top, and I appreciated that, but I did not find any cons in them doing so. So my rating for Jurassic World, The Fallen Kingdom is, it's an over-the-top thrill ride. And if that's what you like to watch at any time, but especially during the summer, this is your film. It's been doing great at the box office, and in my opinion, rightfully so. You know, coming off of all the superhero flicks that we get, the attempted horror flicks that we get, it's nice to get the old-fashioned popcorn summer blockbuster, and that's what this film accomplishes. So kudos to J.A. Bayona on great direction and really kind of switching things up here and keeping the franchise alive. I think that it leads into another film that will end the trilogy and sets it up nicely to really be something special. That's all I got. There's not a whole lot you can say about this type of film. Either you like it or you don't. So, until my next review, hey.